What is up, everyone? It is the Mad King Parallax bringing you a One Piece discussion. We've received the latest chapter 785, entitled what was it? Even If My Legs Were Broken. And, we got some news this time. Drink. That at first confused me, but then I'm thinking about it even more, and this opens up a whole new realm. So first off, chapter begins where we left off last time, Luffy fighting Doflamingo in Gear 4. And everyone around is watching, because apparently no one has seen this. Not the crew, not any of the citizens of Dressrosa, no one. Which, obvious, but alright. But we get all these people watching. We get a little bit of the fight. Then we get King Riku telling all the citizens, survive a few more minutes. Because the Don Quixote family, who we thought were invincible, are down to only Doflamingo. So last a few more minutes and make it to safety, so this battle can be decided. So that spurs the entire town of Dressrosa to make it to the safe point, so the battle can conclude. But the thing that got to me was what Doflamingo did. Of course, yeah, he was on the ground hurting. He figured out what Luffy was doing. He was combining the elasticity of his rubber with armament hockey. And I'd like to make a retraction from last video I made about this. I was reading Manga Panda instead of Manga Stream. And Manga Panda translated it as Pound Man, while it's supposed to be Bounce Man. Which makes a lot more sense when you think about the overall thing of Gear 4. So that was a mistranslation error on my source's part. So that's taken care of. But I remember a while back, a good few chapters back, where Doflamingo said that there was a limit to the devil fruits themselves. There was some ultimate technique that every devil fruit can use, and that is the quote-unquote pinnacle of their power. And that is when you completely master your devil fruit, is when you're able to use said technique. For Law, his devil fruit's pinnacle is the immortal surgery. But in this chapter, devil fruits just got a whole lot more variant because of what he calls awakening. What happened was Luffy was going in because Gear 4 is starting to take its toll. He's saying that he doesn't have much time left. Goes in for the attack. Doflamingo on the ground hurting. Off-white strings come out of the ground and block. Luffy's confused. And then I want to actually get the correct part. Off-white, strings from the ground. Doflamingo says that there's a whole new world of possibilities after the awakening. So, I don't even know how to phrase it properly. Pretty much there's more to devil fruits than we had previously known. Because the entire town, or at least the part of town where they're fighting, is becoming strings. You can see all the buildings are turning into strings. And then he says, and when your powers have awakened, it doesn't only affect you, but it affects the things around you. And then Luffy states that everything is turning into strings. It's as though he's not a paramecia anymore. So, although Doflamingo is a paramecia, he's affecting the area around him and making everything strings. So that opens up a whole new thing for Devil Fruits. Like, Luffy, after awakening, could turn everything in the area to rubber. It's like they all have their own personal room like Law does. In fact, that might be his Devil Fruit awakening, is his room. So, who knows? Devil Fruit's just got a bit more complicated. And then, of course, he says that I don't have much time left to use Gear 4, and then it says 20 minutes later, and that's when Riku does his whole thing. And then Luffy knows that Luffy knows that he doesn't have much time left for Gear 4, and so he's trying to hurry this up quickly. Well, that was the page I wanted. He does this thing where, kind of like what he did with his arms, where he cannoned them into his forearm. He's doing that, except now with his head. And he knocks the Off-White off to the... He breaks through the Off-White strings that Doflamingo brought up to protect himself, and then hits him square on with a Gomu Gomu no Leo bazooka. So, the chapter ends with... You see Doflamingo inside of a wall. No, like the wall, he's inside the wall and it's silhouetted around him. People are cheering down the back, down on the lower levels, and it says that it decided the battle, which I highly doubt. I highly doubt. There's no way that this defeated Doflamingo, even in his weakened state. I know what's going to happen next chapter. It's going to be, Gear 4 is going to run out, Luffy's going to be feeling the effects, and then Doflamingo's going to come back, and then someone's going to come in and finish him off. So, yeah, Awakening. That is... Yeah, Awakening's going to be a thing. So now, not only do we have people with advanced Haki, but now we're going to have people with awakened Devil Fruits. So that's going to make things really interesting later on. And that is all for me this time. I will see you all in the next One Piece thing that I have to do. So I will see you all later.